Welcome to Creamer Media's Resources Watch, a weekly video roundup of the events and people making and shaping the news in the mining industry. This week, South Africa's RBCT exports lowest coal tonnage since 1996, hydrogen roadmap targeting societal well-being, and South Africa needs to speed up solar, wind and storage developments. The Richards Bay Coal Terminal last year exported its lowest volume of coal since 1996. In exporting 58.72 million tons of coal, RBCT was 11 million tons down on what it achieved in 2020 and 18 million tons down on its 77 million ton budget for the 2021 year.
On the export side of the business, we've achieved 58.7 million tons in the current year. That's obviously, if you look at it compared to last year, just over 11 million tons down on what we achieved in 2020. And those of you who recall, you asked us what our budget was for last year. It was 77 million tons. So 18 million tons down on our 77 million ton budget for the 2021 year. We did go back in history and we thought this might be a question that would come up as to when last had the terminal exported 58 million tons. And we went back to, in the history, and that goes back to 1996, when the terminal last achieved 58.7 million tons.
In terms of high-level outcomes, the vision of South Africa's Hydrogen Society roadmap is to create an inclusive, sustainable and competitive hydrogen economy to support net zero carbon economic growth and societal well-being.
So in terms of the high-level outcomes and the vision of the Hydrogen Society roadmap, first vision is we're looking at an inclusive, sustainable, and competitive hydrogen economy to support net zero carbon economic growth and societal well-being by 2050. So it's important to understand what is societal well-being. Societal well-being means that there are jobs. Societal well-being means that you have industrial development. But more importantly, it means that your economic growth is across the country. It's not just centered in certain areas like Gauteng, Western Cape, or KZN, where it naturally occurs. We're looking at economic growth in Limpopo Province, Northern Cape, Northwest leading the charge and the movement towards the hydrogen economy. And really, in terms of the work that we've done, we had extensive stakeholder engagements. We had close to 50 organizations, starting with SOEs like your Escoms, your Transnets, Central Energy Fund. We had Department of Energy, Mineral Resources and Energy, Department of Defense, Department of Transport, Department of Public Works and Infrastructure, but we also had private sector. So we had numerous private sector guys, your Anglos, your Sasols, some SMEs like Mitochondria Energy was involved. We had Bambili, which is a women-led organization, as well as civil society, actually. So we had National Youth Development Agency, we had youth industry associations that were involved, because the youth are going to be at the front and center of this transition.
A speeded up solar, wind and storage approach is needed to advance South Africa's decarbonized energy situation and take the country into a cleaner, greener future.
We have the solar, we have sufficient sun, but on that one is the grid. For instance, if we try to generate a lot of solar in the Northern Cape, we've got to get that back with a grid capable. Quickly on that, I suggest we need an additional grid for these forms of renewable energy. Now, the wind is also in different parts of South Africa. There's been a map of the wind availability. And again, if we choose what we're trying to work on, the lowest cost comes into all three of these. Take renewables, they are too slow. How much, since around about 2005 onwards, what have we got? 6 megawatts, 6,000? We are struggling.
For mining news as it breaks, stay logged on to miningweekly.com and register for our free daily newsletter.